The Band app is an app that I use in all of my classes just to keep communication with students outside of the classroom. We know that oftentimes students don't check their PGCC email or check their Blackboard sites as often as they should, especially in developmental English. So I kind of have to take this extra step, whereas maybe if I was teaching a higher level credit English course, then I might not have to do this. But at least on the developmental English level, it is very, very helpful to have something like this set up. So as you can see, the Band app is located in the App Store for Android and Apple phones. It is a free app. All students have to do is just register for an account. You can see that I have several band groups set up, and I always set them up so that they are private. So you'll see that I use one for communicating with my adjuncts. But let's go into one of my old developmental English bands really quickly. So let's go to this one right here. So I want to show you what this looks like. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom so that you can see the very first post they see once they join the app. So I always put the how to set up PGCC email post in there because in developmental English, a lot of students are new to the college and they don't necessarily know how to do this. So as you can see, the Band app is just a private group just for me and the students in that specific section. And I can post announcements. I can upload files, pictures, videos. So these are some of the announcements that I made last semester, which is great because there was a issue with the PGCC server, so that kind of caused some confusion with one of our assignments. So I was easily able to send this announcement to everyone, letting them know that there was something wrong with the PGCC website and what they could do about it. So another thing that I like to use the Band app for is posting warm-up assignments. Students love being on their phones, so a lot of times I use that to my advantage. So this is an example of a warm-up assignment that they had to answer. So this is an online multiple intelligences test that lets me know what type of learners each of them are as individuals. So they simply had to take this test from their phones, and the test looked like this. I think it's about a 60 question test. There we go. And of course they could zoom in if they needed to. So this is what the multiple intelligences test looked like. And once they finished, they had to post their results. So this is super convenient for me because I often conference with students several times throughout the semester. And when I conference with students, I always bring up their multiple intelligences just to remind them that if they are a kinesthetic learner, these are the things they should be doing at home to study effectively. Or if they're a musical learner, you can make up songs or raps and put your notes in a song and learn your information, so depending on the results of their intelligences test, that dictates what type of advice I give to them. So you see other announcements here. Another really magical moment I've had with the Band app is this post that you see right here was a random Saturday. I think it was a Saturday. It was a random weekend post. I just happened to come across this article about B. Smith's husband and how she's still alive, living with Alzheimer's, with him in their home as husband and wife. But apparently he has a new girlfriend that he's trying to move into the house with them. I thought it was the craziest story ever. So I posted this on the Band app and I said, you don't have to read this at all. It's not an assignment, but I'm just curious to know your thoughts. This is the best class discussion we had all semester. And this helped me understand that the students do have discussion skills. A lot of times in developmental English, it's very hard to get them to engage in class discussions. They're afraid to speak up. They're afraid that people will laugh at them or that the teacher will think their answers are wrong. So they tend to just sit there quietly. But here, as you can see, almost everyone participated, and they really, really got into it. So I loved that I had this app set up so that we could continue the learning outside of the face-to-face classroom. Okay, another thing that I like about this app is that it has a shared calendar. So as you can see, if we go back a few months, finals week was, I want to say, the week of the 13th. So you can see that we can put dates into the calendar, and it's not just for final exams. For any important dates, we can put them in there, due dates, spring break, and it sends push notifications to everyone's phones, so we're all on the same page. There's also a private chat area. So as you can see, if students are stuck in traffic, or if they have questions about the homework, or crazy things going on in their personal lives, they can reach out to me and send me private chat messages. And then we also can set up group chats and, of course, chats for the whole class as well. So this is, once again, the Band app, and this allows us to continue the learning outside of the traditional classroom. Oh, here really quickly is a poll that I created, spur of the moment in the middle of class. I just wanted to check for understanding and make sure that all of the students, were on the same page and on track. So I created the poll question, what type of paragraph is paragraph number 1? And as you can see, the students voted. I think there were 12 students who were available or who were in class that day. And as you can see, all of them got the answer right. So I was able to move on. So this is just a great app. And I hope that you enjoyed this brief overview.